Our planet, protected by a thin layer of atmosphere that holds temperature, air, and water. This is a perfect balance to maintain life. Something is wrong. The life-sustaining systems of our planet are breaking down. The ice is melting. The sea is rising. Hurricanes are blowing. Human civilization and relentless consumption has brought this planet to destruction. The burning of oil and coal, releasing fossil fuels into the air, is causing the unthinkable. Global warming. What if I told you this was all a lie? Greenhouse gases act as an invisible wall, letting heat from the sun come down to Earth, trapping it, keeping the Earth heated. The main greenhouse gases are water vapor, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, and carbon dioxide. The majority of these greenhouse gases are naturally emitted from the Earth's surface. A graph charted showing CO2 emissions near the Mauna Loa, a volcano hundreds of miles away from any human activity and even plant life, shows how much CO2 levels fluctuate without being influenced by humans at all. The hockey stick graph demonstrates a sudden incline in temperatures in the late 1980s, which was the initial strike of the global warming scare by the IPCC in 1999. Since then, it has had claims of being seriously flawed and possibly just an overall fraud. Since then, temperatures have been seriously monitored by satellites documenting the Earth's surface temperatures up until now. As you can see, the temperature fluctuates with no solid pattern of just going straight up, or anywhere for that matter. Over the past 650,000 years, ice ages have occurred at regular intervals of 100,000 years. Between each ice age is called a warming period that lasts for about 20,000 years. Right now, we are in year 18,000 since the last warming period began. It is only natural for the Earth to heat up. The Earth is 4.5 to 4.6 billion years old. There has been thousands of global warmings before, but the hottest the Earth has ever been is only about 15 degrees Fahrenheit on average warmer than today. If the Earth were to heat up this much again, we would not die off. Animals would migrate to where they need to go, and humans would adapt to their new environment. In a class survey, 19 out of 21 people believed that humans are causing global warming. Of that 19 people, not one of them had ever actually researched global warming. This shows how much people are influenced by the media, where stories are made up and actual facts are left out.
A hacker in England got hold of emails between leading scientists, which skeptics say show a clear effort to raise fears about global warming and hide evidence against it.
Some feel global warming is one of the biggest frauds of our generation. Some believe it is made up in order to get money, and some undoubtedly think that humans are polluting the Earth and causing the Earth to heat up. What it comes down to is that we have the technology to predict the weather a few weeks ahead. Not years, not decades, and definitely not centuries. There's a big difference between calculating the amount of greenhouse gases that we put into the climate system and calculating the system's response. The most accurate thing we can do is look back on previous warming and cooling trends in order to tell what may possibly happen next. By doing so, it looks like we are right on track with the Earth's cycle.
Making up data the old hard way, fudging the numbers day by day, ignoring the snow and the cold in a downward line. Hide the decline. Michael Mann thinks he's so smart, totally inventing the hockey stick charge, ignoring the snow and the cold in a downward line. Hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline. Climate gauge, I think you have sealed your fate. I hope you do a lot of time, 'cause what you did was such a crime. Hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline. The tree ring data was very thin. You should have chopped more trees instead of hugging them, ignoring the snow and the cold in a downward line. Hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline, hide the decline. Climate gate, I think you have sealed your fate. I hope you do a lot of time, 'cause what you did was such a crime. Hide the decline, 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 hide the decline.